Hey, we're here for another tarot reading. So I'm gonna show you the cards and then we're just gonna zoom out and I'll talk about them, okay? So this first section over here, we have the Fool, we have the Eight of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. And then over here, we have the King of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords as well. So let's talk about it, shall we? So these cards, the first group particularly, I feel like there's definitely something that you're walking away from. You're leaving something behind. And it seems like it feels very overwhelming. You might be catastrophizing it in your head, like you don't really know where you're going next type of thing. And it's kind of, I feel like with the Nine of Swords, you feel like you're kind of in a loop. Like you're trying to walk away from this I'm going to call it a situation because I don't know specifically what it is. So you're going to, you're trying to walk away from this terrible situation that was really painful for you. And I feel like it was really restrictive. I could be wrong though, but like I feel like it was very not good. And you're kind of just feel like you're going to leave because you have to leave. You cannot stay there anymore. Like it just feels so overwhelming. And you're so tired of feeling stuck. But you don't know where you're headed next, and you're worried that you're going to head into something worse or at least just as bad. And then it's kind of like, well, what's the point? Like, how do I pick the worst of the situations that there could be in? The thing is, one, if you don't move, you'll stay stagnant. And I think you know that. I feel like that's something that you know, and that's why you're moving ahead despite your fear and anxiety. Which I understand. Like, I think that's valid. I would feel the same way in a similar situation, because I have. So I'm not at all trying to make that feeling I'm not at all trying to invalidate that feeling, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But also, like, this Fool card, while the Fool is about walking into the unknown, is about walking into the unknown with curiosity, usually with optimism, which, that might be very hard to feel right now. I can understand. But I think with the Six of Swords, you're kind of asking to maybe reflect on the past, like what you're walking away from, and kind of reflect on some of the things that might have led you to that place or led you to where it got bad, and kind of ask yourself, where did that come from? Like, I don't know, just kind of do some self-reflection, not in a way of regretful type of way, to be like, oh, I could have done this and this differently or whatever type of way, but like to ask yourself, did I walk into this situation because I was feeling insecure and I thought it would, alleviate that, or because I was afraid of this thing and I thought that it would help me with that, or, just ask yourself some reflective questions. And then if it was, oh, that came from an insecurity, ask yourself, where's the root of that insecurity? And just kind of dig a little deeper into yourself. Again, not in a way to beat yourself down or in a regretful way or whatever like that. Don't compound upon the sorrows that are already here. Look back in a way as to just teach yourself, like, okay, maybe mistakes were made, but mistakes can be used to not make them again. Mistakes can be used to learn from. And it sucks. It sucks to make mistakes. But if you learn from them, then you don't make them again. If you learn from them, you don't get yourself or find yourself in bad situations again. And I'm not saying that you are to blame for that situation. I don't know what the thing is that you're walking away from. But if you're afraid that it's going to happen again, then do some self-reflection, be very honest with yourself, but it's okay to be gentle with yourself too as you do that. And then just determine to go forward differently. And again, be gentle with yourself. It's okay. And with the Fool being, again, we do not feel very optimistic right now, and that's okay. But know that the Fool is walking into the unknown, but with a sense of the unknown. Like, the unknown is not a thing to fear. The unknown is what the Fool can create in. The Fool creates their own path. They create their way forward. Whatever they can imagine or think of that they want to do or will bring them happiness, that's what they walk into with the void of the Fool. That darkness is something they create into. And starting over gives you a chance to create something new. And again, that's not to say it will be perfect. That's not to say there won't be hard problems or hard things along the road, or mistakes. Like, just, but that's okay. That's totally okay. You're moving forward and doing the hard thing of leaving whatever bad thing this is, or, whatever bad situation this is. That is amazing and very strong. And a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people, they just stay stuck. And you're not staying stuck. Don't stay stuck. If anything, do not stay stuck. You can always create again into the void and make something new. So I'm sorry, I'm trying to find words. Just take that, take it as it goes. It's scary, but it's going to be okay. It's not the end of the world. Because over here we have, on the other side, with the King of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles and all this. The Five of Pentacles, I feel like, is talking about either a lack of support or a lack of a foundation. And maybe that's what you're leaving. Maybe you're leaving something that you thought was your support system, or that was supposed to be your support system. Or maybe you're leaving something that was supposed to be like your foundation. Something that was supposed to be stability in your life, but it just caused so many problems that it wasn't even functioning as that anymore. And I've definitely had situations in my life like that. So I am not saying I understand your situation, but it's hard to walk away from that and believe that there's something else out there for you to stand on. But I feel with this King of Pentacles, that you are creating that. You're creating that for yourself. You're being that for yourself. Whether it is that you're learning to be that stability, your own stability and your own strength and your own support, or you're finding it. And I feel like it's both. I mean, you can't support yourself by yourself all the time, like in every aspect of your life. Like, you are going to need other people in your life to help you out too. So I feel like it's a mixture of you finding your people, excuse me, as well as learning to know yourself so that you know how to support yourself. I don't want us to say stand up for yourself, but you know what your needs are, you know how to fulfill them, type of thing. And with that, I'm going to mention, and I could be wrong, but it could also be spiritual. It could be that you're leaving a certain spiritual belief because it doesn't resonate with you anymore. It's not working for you anymore, but it was laid forward towards you as this is your foundation, and this is the point of everything that you think on. Every action and thought that you have must center around this religious foundation, or this spiritual belief, or whatever. And I feel like you are realizing that it didn't support you, and so you're walking away from that and trying to find something new. But I feel like you're finding something new in a way that you're finding something that works for you, and not just going to something else that's already been institutionalized, if that makes sense. Or you're not going to another system, you're trying to make your own system type of thing. And I could be wrong. That might not be what it is. So if that's, not your situation, that's not your situation. I'm just feeling spiritual belief type of vibes from these pentacles over here. And this Eight of Swords, the Eight of Swords always makes me think of those, like, we're going to say martial arts type of movies where, the mentor is trying to get the student to learn to fight with all of their senses and, like, not just their eyes and whatever. And so, they start blindfolding them. And I feel like the Eight of Wands is that, where it's just like you feel like you're just trying, you're punching in the dark, you're throwing swords in the dark, you don't know what you're doing, and you're learning to use other senses, other resources, other muscles that you haven't used before in order to kind of go to the next level type of thing. And that's a part of the anxiety. Like you're walking into this darkness. We kind of already talked about that. But that's the thing, is that you're not just walking into the darkness and, like, going off the deep end, so-called. You're going into the darkness to, again, reach the next level of, I don't want to say, like, it's to kind of reach the next level of who you are, yourself, and the life you want to make for yourself. It's not the next level of what society thinks your life should look like. It's not the next level of adulthood, or the next level of, this is a new era no, this is the next level of who you are. You're stepping further into who you want to be, how you want to live, that type of thing. And I feel with this Page of Pentacles and this Five of Swords, especially with you building your foundation, this Five of Swords, sometimes people think the Five of Swords is really bad, and it can be sometimes, but I don't see that being the case. This actually, I feel like, is a really good way, not with the Page of Pentacles here at least, the Five of Swords, and this could be whatever you're leaving, especially if it's a belief system or a mindset that you were taught. The Five of Swords is a combative type of card, usually about thought processes or a mindset or a perspective. But I think with the Page of Pentacles here, you can approach this in a playful way. Like, whatever you're leaving behind, you can approach like, oh, well, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not, like, kind of in a playful way to figure out what does work for you. Where it's kind of like, what am I trying to say? Some of the fives I see as like we're fighting, but we're training at the same time. It's kind of like when two baby animals are fighting with each other, but it's like play fighting, like they're pretending to fight, and it's really just them learning their hunting skills and learning how to, use their teeth and all this type of stuff, but in a safe kind of way. And that's kind of what I'm feeling this Five of Swords and this Page of Pentacles is. It's like you're trying on new ideas, you're trying on new things, you're trying, different skills, you're trying different places you might want to be, or different people you might want to be around, or whatever the thing is that you're changing in your life, the new thing, you're trying on new things to supplement that, to find that support that you need. And, you don't have to take it so serious. Like, just have fun with it. Just play. Just be like, does this work? And, like, try it out. It's like going to the store and, going to a clothing store, not knowing your style at all, and then just trying a bunch of things on just for fun to see, like, oh, does this fit my body type? Does this color look good on me? How do I like the way this type of fabric feels on my body? Do I like things that are flowy? Do I like things that cling more? Do I like, wide-legged pants, or, skinny pants, or, stuff like that? You're just doing it for fun. It's not serious. Like, you can try on the clothes and figure out what you like. That doesn't mean you have to buy them. You don't have to commit to them. until you find something you like. You're just like, you know what, this is what I want in my closet. And then you can buy it. And even if you do buy it and later on you don't like it, you don't have to keep wearing it. You can find something else. That's the great thing. You can always try something different. And so, kind of, while this is scary and this is hard, have fun with it. Just enjoy the journey as much as you can. It's going to be hard, and there are definitely going to be parts that aren't fun, but the parts that can be fun, make fun. Do some things in an unserious manner, which is like, I'm just trying new things. And just, I'm trying to find another way to word this, but like, really, it is just trying different things and make it fun for yourself. Make it an adventure. I don't want to say don't focus on the end goal so much, but maybe to some extent, if focusing on that end goal stresses you out, kind of be a little more relaxed about that. Because I don't know what the situation is. I don't want to be like, oh, don't focus on the end goal if that's like, very important thing. Anyhow, I think that I'm trying to find something encouraging to say without sounding too much like a dad, if that makes sense. Because I feel like I've definitely gone through times in my life like this. I go through a lot of times in different aspects of my life where I fucking walk away from everything on that aspect of my life and have to start over from scratch sometimes. And totally is not damn fun at all. And there's a lot of regret, but there's also, that self-reflection there. There's also that, well, let's try something different and see if that works. And there's definitely fun times with it. So if you feel like it can be done, it can be done. It can be done. And you can do it. And also, I wish more people would do it. I'm not going to lie. I sometimes feel alone that I feel like I'm one of very few people who are willing to transform my life over again, to transform different aspects of my life into something different. When something stops working for me, I try something else. And I feel like most people don't do that. A lot of people just stay stuck, and it's hard to find people to relate to, but also it makes it hard for progress in general when people stay stuck. And so I think what you're doing is very brave, and if you get told that it's not normal and it's out of the ordinary, guess what? It is not normal. And it should be normalized. I think when something stops working for you, you should stop engaging with it. That's my personal opinion. But I think that you should find what works for you. You are the one who's going to take care of yourself. You are the one who's going to, after you learn what your needs are, you're the one who's going to know the most what you need and how specifically is best way for you to be met, those needs to be met. So you're the one who's going to take care of yourself at the end of the day. You are the one that you can rely on. It might not feel like that right now, but guess what? Sometimes you're going to be put in situations that you are all you got, and you can fucking do it. Okay? You can be that King of Pentacles for yourself. And once you get to that point, it's hard won, but once you get to that point, you will feel so confident and empowered, and you know that no matter what fucking comes and rocks your world, you can build it over again. So right now, you fucking build this shit. Okay? You got it. Okay. Have a good day.